you do coaching as well, right?
Yeah.
And what coaching specifically do you do?
Yeah. So it's called performance coaching. So
Yep.
it's areas on different areas of their life, whether it's health, whether it's wellness, whether it's business, whether it's strategic advising. But what it does is also look at like the person gets to define what success is for them. And then I think about it holistically. Okay, they might be saying one thing, but from a holistic perspective, are there other areas in their life what that they might not be kind of saying out loud, or might not even be realizing it?
Okay. So with some of the techniques that you've learned that you apply to clients, do you find that when you say some things, are you at the same moment, are you like, am I doing that myself? Or is this something I should take my
Yeah,
own advice on?
absolutely. It's much easier to give advice to somebody else than it is to take it yourself. And I also tell myself that every day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same sometimes with personal training. It's like, even today, for instance. So I had like a little tweak in my lower back a couple of days ago, and it's from an old injury. I know how to manage it, but after I felt it, okay, I'm just gonna take the rest of the session off, and took the next day off, and then I trained today, and most people would say, okay, firstly, you shouldn't be lifting like after
Yeah.
having a back injury, right? And then also I was going off program a little bit. Like I was just moving the weights,
Yeah.
fine, and then okay, let's just try to go a little bit heavier. This has been only 2 days after, right? And so
Yeah.
I hit like my clean and jerk, which was like I end up going to a 95% of my 1 rep max.
Right.
So in that case, like, okay, if I was a client, I probably wouldn't tell someone, okay, you're going to hit something that's almost at your 1 rep max 2 days after you've had the little tweak in your back. But
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, we know our body. We are the only person who understand what we're
Yeah.
really capable of. Hey, just a quick announcement before we return to the podcast. If you're someone who's been feeling a bit stuck lately, maybe you're switching careers, rebuilding your routine, or just trying to get your life together, I get it. That's exactly why I write the Midweek Motivation newsletter, where every week I share real, honest thoughts on training, mindset, and the messy process of figuring life out. Especially for guys like us, we're in our 20s and 30s, just trying to get ahead in our careers, fitness, and performance. It's short and it's personal, and it might just give you the push you need during the middle of the week when it's least motivating. You can subscribe using the link in the show notes below, or go to substack.com and search up Midweek Motivation. All right, let's get back to the podcast. And coaching is a valuable tool to help you realize, or I guess, discover who you are and who you want to be, right? But yeah, I think it's just so interesting how, like in this case, this is in a positive way where I didn't take my own advice, but I still committed to I guess to achieve the goal that I want to be ultimately having.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like you said, you know your body, and what your body can take. So you made a judgment call based on your circumstance, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. So when imagine some of the clientele you've had, and maybe they've done some self-development courses as a way to try and like motivate them or try to figure out, okay, what's actually the problem, or maybe they go to these seminars. What do you think separates those who actually take something away from coaching or from these seminars and actually apply it versus those who just keep going to the next thing, expecting things to get better?
Yeah. So I think somebody who invests in coaching has I think, a higher level of interest in being successful. If that sounds right, because they've got a vested interest saying, "Hey, I know I need help in this specific area. I'm gonna go out there and put my resources to get that, and not just money wise. It's time wise also. I mean, seminars are fantastic, and it's a great way for people to continue the momentum. I do think that partnering with a coach will help you kind of get things done like faster. And then what the coach will do is help you define like, okay, here are your short-term wins, while still thinking about longer-term strategy. So that way you're having wins throughout the process versus people who go to conferences, like maybe they don't have those skill sets to say like, okay, well, what am I going to focus on this month, this week, and how am I going to celebrate that? So coaching just really helps you make it sustainable throughout the process.
Yeah, absolutely.